Hey, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Monahans, Texas, where the Alpine Lady Bucks are set to face off against Lamesa here in the Bi-District Championship round. One pitch to Zariah Galvan as she takes it low. 2-0 the count for the one spot for the Lady Bucks. Taryn Harden on deck, Cody Hawkins in the hole here. Again, in the Bi-District Championship round, we've got the playoff. We're looming in on the playoffs. I guess the playoffs have already begun as this misses well low to Zariah. Now the count 3-0. Zariah steps back in. Pitching on the day for Lamesa is Raylyn Moreno. She'll bat ninth in the order. As Raylyn misses, a strike found up high. 3-1 now the count. Lady Bucks in their purple uniforms, the purple pants, the purple jerseys with the gold numbers. As Raylyn sets and fires to Zariah, a foul ball will fill things up at 3-2. Wind blowing awfully heavily in and off towards the first base side today. It'll help left-handed pull hitter. I don't think either teams will have very many of them. Again, this is the Lamesa team who took down the Lady Bucks in round one of the playoffs last season. As Zariah pulls the inside pitch, foul into the corner out and left. Still a 3-2 count. Last year, the shortstop for Lamesa was an Angelo State commit who hit 2 home runs in her first 2 at-bats and was intentionally walked for the remainder of the series. This year, without that shortstop, Lamesa took a half step back in the district, but still a solid ball club here against the Lady Bucks. The 3-2 smacked right into the glove of the shortstop, a hard hit out. And the line out again to the shortstop will put one away for Taryn Harden. Lamesa in all black. The black jerseys, black pants with gold accents for the Lady Tours, Lady Tornadoes out of our sister district. Taryn, the center fielder, sends the looper out to shallow center, and it's down for a base hit. Lady Bucks are less aggressive on the base pass here against the solid fielding Lamesa team as Taryn stops at the first base bag with a one-out single here in the top of the first inning. Now Cody, then Casey. Fly ball out to right field, an awkward read with the wind, and it makes its way past the glove of the right fielder. Cody heads for second base as Taryn was holding up. Coach Friedel sends Taryn on home. Cody takes the third base bag, and the Lady Bucks take a 1-0 lead. Again, a big play a moment ago, the wind playing an effect out in right field. As Cody sent the fly ball high into the air and right. A bad read over there made its way past the glove of the right fielder. Cody behind Taryn, who is holding up at the first base bag after the missed catch. Taryn headed all the way home from first with the aggressive send at the tail end of things from Coach Friedel, and the right call as Cody made her way all the way over to third base. It's kind of tight ballpark here. Again, the wind's blowing in. We could expect some home runs today. I think it plays smaller than the Lobo field back in Alpine with a true turf infield to true turf outfield. The ball will really run and bounce on this turf as well. Making for some interesting hops and maybe some offensive ball. Here's the 1-0, or I'm sorry, the first pitch to Casey Hawkins. Her sister just 60 feet away from coming in and scoring. Again, 1-0 Alpine here in the top of the first inning with one away. It was a hard line out off the bat of Zariah Galvan. And a swing and a miss for Casey. Now 0-2. Emiliana Hernandez, the senior, on deck, as Casey chokes up with 2 strikes. Any sort of contact will help. As she takes it high and away. Again, the first at-bat started off with a 3-0 count to Zariah Galvan. Ray Lynn worked her way back into the count. And on the 3-2 pitch, Zariah lined out to the shortstop, who was then tearing with the Texas Leaguer, as this should be a sacrifice fly out to straightaway center. Cody tagging as Casey sends it to center field, and the Lady Bucks have taken a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. 2-0. Alpine, the visiting team. I don't know how we're the visiting team is the number 1 seed. Maybe we'll be the home team tomorrow in both games, maybe game 2, then game 3 if necessary, which will start at 12 o'clock. Again, we play no matter what at 12 as Emmy steps in. First pitch she sees, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Lady Bucks have done a whole lot of damage here in the first. They've been slower at times, even against some district opponents, trying to get the barrels going in the first trip through the order. Really successful to be up 2-0 right now as Emiliana takes this well inside and off of the heel, and HBP puts her at the first base bag. With 2 outs, it's the senior Emily Sweet in the shortstop. I didn't get the lineup cards till right before game time. I didn't need it for Alpine. I know exactly who was batting 1 through 9. I wrote it down off the top of my dome, and I was correct. It's Alina Gutierrez on deck, then it will be Lacey Tarango in the hole, as Sweet takes the strike at the belt line. 0-1. We're going to have to work on these Lamesa names. I was working off the handwriting on their scorecard, and I'm not super confident. Here's the 0-1. Foul ball by Sweet, 0-2. Earlier in the year, I talked about the street fight rule where you line up softball teams. Whoever wins the street fight would most likely win the softball game. And I'll be honest, as Emiliano will take an extra bag on the wild pitch and the one hopper out in front of the catcher. Now moving into scoring position with a 1-2 count. Compared to the teams in our district, I think Lamesa would have a better chance in a street fight than anybody we've played in district play against the Lady Bucks. So maybe an equal opponent here. The 0-2, a high chopper up the middle, off the tip of the glove of the catcher. Shortstop tries to barehand it. Verdell with the stop sign at third as they put the ball on the turf infield. Runners at the corners now with 2 away for Alina Gutierrez. That should be, I guess, we'll call it a base hit single for Emily. A tough play as the pitcher had to jump up into the air. Again, the shortstop attacked. Only play was to barehand it. She wasn't able to get a firm grip on the bare hand as she bobbled it for a moment. Sweet was safe at first, and now runners at the corners. The shortstop picking it back up. Verdell gave the stop sign to Emiliana. Now off and running is Sweet. Lamesa wise to the play at hand and sends the throw right to third as Sweet takes the second base bag. Emiliana, though, staying home at the third base bag. 2 in scoring position now. Again, that miss low to Alina, and it's a 1-0 count. I like the call from Coach Friedel to hold the runner at third with the shortstop collecting the ball. Probably the best arm on the team. Maybe short of the third baseman as the 1-0 drops low. 2-0 the count. At shortstop will also be the leadoff hitter with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all infielders and all batting 1 through 5 in the lineup. Again, it's a 2-0 count. Alina with a timeout. Big spot here. As she takes a strike, it's 2-1. Alina sends this, chopping towards the second baseman. She has it. She sends to first, and it pulls the first baseman off the bag. 2 Ladybucks will come in and score. An E4 will put Alina at the first base bag. And again, it's 4-0 Alpine early. A big rally here in the first as Lacey Tarango steps into the batter's box. Trying to keep things going for Alpine. Reina Martinez, the first baseman, on deck. Lacey with a 1-1 count. Takes it down low. No, a strike called at the knees, 1-2. Man, it's a good feeling right now to have the Ladybucks on top early, 4-0. I still don't know who's going to be pitching today. It's either Taryn or Cody. As Lacey swings and misses at the inside pitch, retired on strikes. But again, the Ladybucks plate 4 in the top of the first inning here in the playoffs. We'll be back in a minute here out of Monahans, Texas.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Cody Hawkins in the circle for Alpine. They lead 4-0 heading into the bottom of the first inning here in Monahans against Lamesa. Really the biggest playoff lead we've had against Lamesa in the last 2 years, with us getting bounced by Lamesa in the first round last year. It was 2 tight ball games against the Lady Tours last time around. But again, an emphatic lead, and we'll see how Cody can deliver to the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. Aubrey Cortez, the shortstop. Emiliana Contreras, the catcher. And Melanie Berlutez, the second baseman, as this drops low, 1-0. Cody Hawkins in the circle, a UTPB commit, as she delivers a strike on the inside corner, a dot, and it's 1-1. She's going to play third base up for the Falcons. Maybe a deep pitching option, we'll see, but sounds like it's going to be primarily a third base duty for the Hawk, as she sets and fires. Fastball just inside, 2-1. Infield looks like this. It's Soraya Galvan behind the plate. Cody Hawkins in the circle. Reina Martinez at first. Lacey Tarango at second. Emily Sweet, the shortstop. And Casey Hawkins cheating down the third baseline. With Emiliana in left. Taryn in center. Whoa. And a ball that missed somewhere in a 3-1 count. Out in right field is Elena Gutierrez, the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2 the count for the Hawk. Cody totes the rubber in the look-back circle and sets for the 3-2. A foul ball. It ricochets off the backstop here. Center block backstop with kind of trampoline-like protective netting back behind the plate. It's something to look out for. Another foul ball could definitely come back and hit the back of the umpire or catcher. Here's the 3-2. Chopper towards Sweet, the shortstop. Gets down, collects, fires in time for the first out. That's the shortstop's job, the busiest position on the base or on the infield defensively. And Emily Sweet, an excellent shortstop, has been at that spot for a number of years. In her senior year this year, makes a nice play to put one away in Aubrey Cortez. The Ladybucks one spot also lined out to the shortstop in Zariah Galvan, a hard hit ball. As this misses high and away, 1-0 before the Ladybucks singled off the bat of Taryn Harden. Cody Hawkins drove her in with a double. Then a sac fly from Casey scored Cody. Then Emiliana was hit by a pitch. Emily Sweet knocked in a single, and Alina Gutierrez scored 2 on the E4. As this finds the zone, now 1-1 to the 2-hole Emiliana Contreras. So due up for the Ladybucks back in the second will be Reina Martinez, and back to the top of the order in Zariah, as this misses just high, a 2-1 count. They've got 3 girls with the last name Contreras in the lineup. The second righty swings and misses. She was late in that one, and it's a 2-2 count. As Cody totes the fastball to the outside part of the zone. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning, as the Ladybucks lead 4-0. The Hawk can take a deep breath as she sets and fires. A swing and a miss for Cody, her first strikeout of the day. 2 away, and the 3 spot. Melanie Balute steps in. I couldn't really read the handwriting on the Benitez. Makes more sense. I couldn't really read the handwriting on the scorecard or the lineup card given to me from Lamesa as this misses inside 1-0. We got him awfully late, too. Sunny day, about 80, maybe 78 degrees here as the 1-0 comes right down Broadway for a strike. 1-1. Cody looks to Coach Mark Miranda calling pitches from the dugout. As she sets and fires the 1-1, a hard chopper right into the glove of the Hawk. She flashes the leather right in front of her face, has the third out, and a really crisp first inning offensively and defensively for the Lady Bucks have them toting a 4-run lead heading into the second. We'll be back in a moment here from Big Bend Radio.
In today's connected world, digital wellness matters. It's about staying safe online, finding balance at home, and having peace of mind with the technology you use every day. At BBT, we believe your internet should work for you. That's why we offer smart tools that help protect your network, manage screen time, and give you control, all backed by local support you can trust. Because healthy connections build stronger communities. Call 800-592-4781 or visit bigbend.com today.
Whether you're here to explore Big Bend, cheer on the Lobos, or just watch the West Texas sunset, Hampton Inn and Alpine is your home away from home. Wake up refreshed in a cozy bed. Enjoy our hot breakfast, always free. Just minutes from Sul Ross State University in downtown Alpine, we put comfort and convenience on the map. Hampton Inn and Alpine, where West Texas hospitality meets Hilton comfort. Book today at hampton.com.
At Maverick Bank, we don't just bank, we break the mold. Bold, independent, and built for Texas. We make decisions locally with your goals in mind. Whether you're growing a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help you move forward. Visit www.maverick.bank or stop by your nearest location in Alpine, Fort Davis, or Presidio. Maverick Bank, legacy-driven, future-focused. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, it's tough to know what Lamesa is thinking at this point, but they've gone ahead and changed pitchers. 4 runs scored for the Lady Bucks back in the top of the first inning. Now, I don't know if that first pitching option is their ace or kind of a tail-end option, and they were saving their better arm for game 2. But, again, they go to a new arm here in the top of the second inning. Again, the arm that we saw to start the ball game will certainly be ready to deliver in game 2 tomorrow. That was Raylin Moreno. But, again, now pitching was the 4-hole hitter Liliana Contreras. 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Lady Bucks. Reina Martinez here. First pitch to Reina. Low and inside for a strike. Definitely seems like Liliana has a high-quality arm here. Again, this was a team in district play that was kind of just above middle of the road, maybe upper third as the off-speed misses high, but a swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Had some tight battles with some good teams in Andrews in their district. No, I'm thinking of Monahan's right now. This miss is well high, 1-2. I was looking at Monahan's schedule the other day. I think Lamesa was closer to the high end of their district. Again, a 1-2 count at the plate for the 9-hole. And a swing and a miss will put Reina Martinez back to the dugout, and the Lady Bucks, who had a lot of success off of the starting pitcher at the top of the order, will try and emulate that success again. Here's Zariah. First pitch strike to Galvan. It's a 1-1. And I'm not familiar with exit velo averages or totals and the softball side of things, but her line out to the shortstop would have been up there in terms of exit velocity as she takes this well high. 1-1 the count to the everyday catcher for a whole long time for Alpine. One and a foul ball sent towards the Lamesa dugout over on the first base side. Again, they're their home team today as they, well, you know what? I'm not sure about the dugouts go. I think the Ladybugs might be the home team in game 2 and 3. And we have the dugout in the shade at this point in the day, so we're probably in the Monahan's home dugout. The 1-2. Foul ball, foul right off the catcher. Looked like she took it on the chin and will take a deep breath. The catcher here for Lamesa is wearing an Ironman-like bodysuit. That's Emiliana Contreras. Maybe her sister in the circle, and Liliana Contreras, and maybe another sister, Anaya Contreras, due up later in the order. Anaya's out in center field. Liliana and Emiliana, the pitcher and catcher right now, definitely look more like sisters than Anaya. The 1-2, and Ephus drops low, now 2-2. And a hard hit ball and another hard hit ball right into the glove of the first baseman. 2 lineouts for Zariah on 2 hard hit balls. I'll tell you what, she should not buy a lottery ticket today. And she's smiling, heading back to the dugout. No, and she's just unlucky on those 2 at-bats. Now it's Taryn Harding. Well, inside, just misses the leg of the 2-spot wearing number 22. Taryn's going to be our second pitching option. It'll be Cody and Taryn all the way. Really option 1A or 1B as this is fouled off now, 1-1 count. It's Cody on deck, then Casey in the hole. Again with 2 away. Well, inside. Oh, a strike call now, 1-2. Low pitch, a 2-2 count. Taryn will step back in. Alpine looking to make the second round of the playoffs for the first time. Well, really, they did 2 years ago, where they had a tight battle against a River Road team up in Big Spring. As Taryn sends a hard ball towards the third baseman, she'll bat it down. The shortstop collects behind her. And no throw with the speedy Harden at first base. Back-to-back singles for Taryn. She can absolutely move into scoring position as Coach Burdell gives her the sign. It's the Hawk. Cody stepping into the batter's box with a double already in the ballgame. Cody sends the first pitch she sees out to right field. And the right fielder makes the grab this time. Almost deja vu from the play earlier where Cody sent a high fly ball to right out of range of the right fielder. This time more of a line drive into her glove. And that will retire the side. 3 up or 4 up, 3 down, and we're headed to the bottom of the second inning. Ladybucks, again, a 4-0 lead after scoring 4 in the top of the first.
Enjoy the familiar comforts of Holiday Inn Express as you explore the mysterious beauties of West Texas. We offer spacious rooms with large bathrooms, complimentary breakfast that will spoil your taste buds, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor pool, and even electric vehicle charging. Holiday Inn Express, your oasis in the desert in Alpine, Texas, 2004 East Highway 90. Call 432-837-9597.
We know not to judge a book by its cover, and we should read every book cover to cover. If you sneeze, we know to cover your nose. When exposed, you know to cover up. There will be times to take cover or cover bases along with covering your cough. No one wants to blow their cover. But when it comes to insurance, we want to make sure you're properly covered. At Tally Reed Insurance, we make sure your is covered. Call or come by. Tally Reed Insurance. We've got you covered.
At your local McCoys, they make purchasing materials for your do-it-yourself or large construction project as easy as possible. You choose between buying online or in the store, either picking it up in the store or having it delivered to the job site. At McCoys, they know your time is valuable, and their pros will make sure that your materials arrive at your home or job site on time so that you can get the job done and get on to the next one. McCoys, let's build something. Proud sponsors of Alpine ISD Sports.
3 up, 3 down for Lamesa back in the top or bottom of the first. And 4, 5, and 6 due up. This is Liliana Contreras who came in to pitch for Raylin Moreno in the top of the second. Liliana takes this down low, 1-0. First baseman to start the ball game. As she takes it at the knees just low, a 2-0 count and a hitter's count for the big 4 spot. It'll be interesting to see as she can barrel one up in this series. Again, she looks like she has the power to take one out of the yard. 2-0 just inside. Now a 3-0 count for the 4-hole. And again, I wouldn't mind a walk here. They'll probably bring in a courtesy runner for Liliana. Especially once she gets into that hitter's count. Here's the 3-0. Low and inside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk again to the 4 spot and the cleanup batter. As the courtesy runner comes out of the dugout and takes the first base back. Now, here's the 5-hole, Caitlin Hernandez in the third baseman. Lamesa is another one of those West Texas schools with gold in the color scheme. We know about Crane, purple and gold, as this finds the zone at the knees. 0-1 the count to the 5-hole. Caitlin Hernandez. Again, we've seen nothing but infielders in the box thus far. With a shortstop to lead things off, their catcher bats second, their second baseman bats third, the first baseman bats fourth, the third baseman bats fifth, and a bunt fouled back, 0-2 the count. The 6-hole was going to be a designated hitter, or DP in softball, Raven Salazar. Then it's the outfielders and the pitcher rounding out the order in Dominguez Contreras. That's Anaya Contreras and Raylin Moreno. We'll see if Raylin is still in the order after being pulled from the circle. Cody ahead, 0-2. Nobody out and a runner on first as this is grounded towards Lacey. She squeezes right past the runner heading for second. And a ground ball works just like the sac bunt they tried a moment ago to put a runner in scoring position on the fielder's choice. Now, one away for Raven Salazar. We got a lefty here. First lefty we've seen. No need to overthink it here at this level. Maybe you do want to attack her differently, but you're at the tail end of the order. A DP lefty as this finds his zone on the outside, 0-1. Probably not somebody that you've circled 3 times in red on the order for Lamesa. The 0-1. Bunt fouled off. It's 0-2 the count. Man, I'm not sure. Maybe the Lady Bucks, Coach Miranda, Cody knew that the bunt was coming. They sent that pitch well outside, a really tough one to bunt. As the 0-2 comes, and a swing and a miss, back to the outside pitch, and a 3-pitch strikeout for the Hawk and the Bucks to put 2 down. This is a name I'm really not confident in, Yanari Dominguez. As the righty steps in. Cody rocks and fires. High and away, the first pitch to Dominguez, the 7-hole. On deck, Anaya Contreras, the center fielder. This is the left fielder, Dominguez. Their defensive specialist is their right fielder, who has a tough play and a mistake made out in right today, as this misses well inside 2-0. That's Lisa Kular playing right for Lamesa. Lady Bucks without the defensive specialist. Everybody in the field is toting a bat today. It's the 2-0 finds the zone now 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count. Cody is on top of things early. I'll tell you what, if games were decided based on how early the fans showed up, Alpine would win just about every playoff matchup. As this misses low, Noah strike found on the outside. Cody with a backwards K. Back-to-back Ks, her third of the day, as the Lady Bucks put up another scoreless frame. We're headed to the third. Alpine on top, 3-0.
They're seriously in the chicken business right now at Morrison's True Value Hardware store. Morrison's has the baby chicks most folks are asking for. Rhode Island Reds, Barred Rocks, Americanas, Black Sex Links, ISA Browns, and Buff Orpingtons. They're all good layers. Most are dual-purpose breeds. Get yours while they last. The hottest chicks in town, the place to find them, Morrison's True Value Hardware store. Skinner's Drilling and Well Service offers everything you need when it comes to solar well pump system installation and maintenance. Whether you're looking to cut electricity costs or need solar power in an area where electricity is not readily available, Skinner's Drilling and Well Service has some solar options that you'll want to consider. By the way, these systems are upgradable over time. Call Skinner's Drilling and Well Service, LLC at 837-2497, Texas license number 2838A1.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We'll see 4, 5, and 6. 2 up for the Lady Bucks here. Casey Hawkins takes it well inside. 1-0. It's Casey, Emiliana, then Emily. The 1-0 comes the way of the Hawk 2 as this is sent out to shallow right. It'll be a base hit for Casey to lead off the top of the third. The Lady Bucks have gotten 2 base hits off of Contreras since she came in the second. Now Emiliana bunts and pops it up into foul territory. Really nice play made by the third baseman. And there's one down. Again, you don't want to pop that bunt back up into the air, but she put it well foul enough. You thought the third baseman couldn't get there, but she was racing down the third base line, stopped on a dime, and headed into foul territory for the first out. Now it's Emily Sweet. A single last time for Emily, and she takes it in at the heel, 1-0. Rosalina Gutierrez putting it in play for the second little rally for the Bucks back in the first. She put it in play, an error made by the second baseman, and 2 came in to score for Alpine. As the 1-0 is smacked through the left side of the infield. It'll be a base hit single for Sweet. Back-to-back singles. Both Emily Sweet and Taryn Harden are 2 for 2 in the ballgame. Casey Hawkins with 2 productive at-bats. A sac fly the first time around and a single this time. But again, Alina reaching on the error that scored 2. With 1 out, we're in the top of the third. Lady Bucks leading 4-0 here in the open game of the Bi-District Championship round. The first pitch to Alina, bunt towards the third baseman. Another nice play as she collects and fires. Now 2 in scoring position for Lacey. That third baseman is quick up the line. Reminds you of Casey Hawkins. That's Caitlin Hernandez, the 5-hole hitter for Lamesa offensively. Lacey now with 2 in scoring position. 2 outs, runners will be off and running on contact. So anything out of the infield could score 2 easily as this misses low. It's 1-0. Reina Martinez on deck. Now well away. Lamesa will have a timeout and have a conversation with their pitcher. She's bringing the clipboard out to talk to her. I've never seen that before. A clipboard, a piece of paper on the clipboard. Again, I've never seen that once. It's making me think, is that allowed? I feel like if you could bring out a scouting report every time you head out to a mound visit, the guys would be doing it more often. Here's the 2-0. Right down Broadway, 2-1. Lacey sends it towards the second baseman again. She's pulled away from the first base bag. Collection fires in time. That'll send us to the bottom of the third. That's 3 outs here as the Lady Bucks strand 2. They scored 4 in the top of the first, and those are the only runs in the ball game up to this point.
Alpine Community Credit Union wants to thank Alpine and its residents for making Alpine such a terrific place to live by supporting its customers with the best professional and friendliest service in town. Federally insured, they can help you with loans, businesses, savings, or any banking need that you might have. Experience our beautiful clean lobby and that down-home professional small-town courtesy that you can only expect from, well, a small town. Alpine Community Credit Union.
Why should you buy your next TV from Big Canyon? For one, no matter the size, we deliver and set up. We also adjust picture settings for your room, connect to your internet, download the apps like set up your home screen, connect your device, program remote, paint the wall, show you how to use it, adjust the sound, remove all the trash, including recycle your old TV. And best of all, we offer the best in technology with Samsung, which has at least 3 tiers to every size TV they offer. So you never pay for the features you don't want or need. Big Canyon TV, 610 North 5th, or give us a call at 837-7484.
Lowe's Market traces its history to E.M. Bud Lowe, who sold candy and sundries from the back of his truck in Littlefield, Texas in the 1940s. In 1964, Bob opened the first Lowe's Market, a small grocery store in Olton, Texas. Since then, Lowe's has expanded into small and medium-sized towns and cities throughout Texas and New Mexico. When Lowe's makes an investment in a community, they also make a commitment to serve the community with the highest quality and selection, along with fair pricing. Lowe's, your family grocery store.
Two up for Lamesa, 8, 9, and 1. With the center fielder. We'll see. It looks like, the starting pitcher is on deck, so she's been moved to the designated player. This finds his own first strike. It's 0-1. Again, Cody Hawkins in the circle. Has given up one walk. And that is the only base runner of the ball game thus far for Lamesa. 0-1, high and away. The pitch call, the check of the armband, and Cody sets and fires, missing just low. 2-1. Awfully close that time for the Hawk. Again, here in the playoff matchup, it's Zariah Galvan behind the plate with Cody in the circle, getting a swing and a miss to the 8-hole center fielder. The freshman, Reina Martinez at first, Lacey Tarango, a middle-classman second baseman, with a senior at shortstop, a sophomore at the third base spot, as Cody misses. Fine row for the Hawk. And one down here in the bottom of the third. From left to right in the outfield, we've got speedsters in left and center, and Emiliana and Taryn Harden. Then Elena Gutierrez out and right. First pitch away. To the 9-hole, 1-0. Again, this was the starting pitcher in the ball game. Raylin Moreno pitched in the first inning where the Ladybucks scored 4. And Lamesa didn't even give her a fresh frame as Moreno takes his strike down. Broadway 1-1. They went right to Contreras in the top of the top of the second. As the 1-1 is bunted foul down the third baseline. Now 1-2. Casey was right on top of her. Casey could smell what she had for breakfast heading down the third baseline. Now a 1-2 count. Again, one away and nobody on after 3 straight strikeouts, 4 in the ball game for the Hawk. One, two, down Broadway. First strike, 3 back-to-back Ks. It doesn't even look like a breaking ball for Cody. She's got 3 backwards Ks in a row, and what looks like fastballs heading right down Broadway. Lamesa not wanting to bite at the tail end of the order. 5 strikeouts in the ball game, and the one spot back around. Aubrey Cortez. Cody's first pitch is fouled back. 0-1. It was Monahan's playing Alpine just the other day in what we call the warm-up games, back on Monday earlier this week. And we're at the Monahan's facility as this is popped up to shallow right. Alina calls off Lacey, and on her knees, diving towards the turf, has the out. Still no hits in the ball game for Lamesa. It was Alina Gutierrez with the highlight play, and we're headed to the fourth. Ladybucks up 4-0.
They're seriously in the chicken business right now at Morrison's True Value Hardware store. Morrison's has the baby chicks most folks are asking for. Rhode Island Reds, Barred Rocks, Americanas, Black Sex Links, ISA Browns, and Buff Orpingtons. They're all good layers. Most are dual-purpose breeds. Get yours while they last. The hottest chicks in town, the place to find them, Morrison's True Value Hardware store.
Do you need better internet in West Texas? Mountain Zone TV delivers reliable wireless broadband with no credit checks and no contracts. Whether you're streaming, working from home, or running a local business, Mountain Zone TV is built for rural living. Proudly serving Fort Davis, Marathon, Marfa, and Presidio with fast, dependable local service. Mountain Zone TV, connecting West Texas. Call them up at 432-837-2300.
Skinner's Drilling and Well Service offers everything you need when it comes to solar well pump system installation and maintenance. Whether you're looking to cut electricity costs or need solar power in an area where electricity is not readily available, Skinner's Drilling and Well Service has some solar options that you'll want to consider. By the way, these systems are upgradable over time. Call Skinner's Drilling and Well Service, LLC at 837-2497, Texas license number 2838A1.
Well, as our audience of other playoff games has heard, every time you want to broadcast a video broadcast of any UIL playoff matchup, it costs you $250, regardless of school size, regardless of location. So South Lake Carroll, where one family can sneeze and drop $250 out of their pocket, will pay the same price to broadcast their playoff softball as we do. And we have to thank our community sponsors today. Bringing you the ball game is Big Bend Regional Medical Center as Reina Martinez steps into the batter's box. 9-1-2 due up for the Ladybucks here in the top of the fourth. Reina takes the outside pitch for a strike. Really working the rosin bag is Liliana Contreras. As Reina fouls this off, the count 0-2. She's grabbing the rosin bag after every pitch, man. You'd think it's a humid day, maybe. I guess the sweat has started to work up, so she's trying to dry that hand off as the 0-2 comes away. 1-2 now the count to the 9-hole. And again, grab of the rosin bag. There ought to be a limit. She's trying to pat it out on her leg and rub her hand on that spot on her leg now. Sis misses high and away. 2-2. Another application of the rosin bag to the leg. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Reina battling in this AB. Down no balls, 2 strikes. Now 2-2 count. To lead off the top of the fourth. Again, all 4 runs in the ball game scored in the top of the first. In that top of the first inning, it was Zariah lining out on a hard hit ball to the shortstop, then Taryn with a single and a looper out to center. Followed up by Cody Hawkins' double that scored Taryn. Then a sac fly from Casey to put Cody in and to score. Cody doubled and then reached third on an error. As the 2-2 comes to Reyna, and she sends another ball high fly and foul, getting deep into this at bat, maybe 7 or 8 pitches deep. So after Casey's sac fly in the first, Emiliana was nicked by a pitch. Then Emily Sweet singled. Then from second and third base, as Emily Sweet and Emiliana both advanced, it was Elena Gutierrez sending them both in on an error on a ground ball towards the second baseman. Ground ball towards the second baseman again from Reyna Martinez, this time as the second baseman collects the chopper on the turf. There's one away. Zariah Galvan. Again, today should not be her day to play the lottery. She has nailed a couple of balls. I don't know if a 100 exit velo in softball is realistic, but it felt like it's been 100 off the bat as she takes a big off speed for a ball 1-0. Did it catch Zariah? It did, on the legs. She jumps up into the air. The ball ricochets off of her foot, and we'll take the HBP. And a healthy Zariah Galvan at the first base bag. Now Taryn Harden. Well, she's checking her armband as she talks to Coach Fordell. I'd like to see one of those armbands. It's probably the secret sauce, probably like a playbook on the football side of things, but yeah, we got a more in-depth armband than I think most teams we've seen. As this drops low, 1-0, it was Zariah prodding towards the second base bag. She won't go. Again, a 1-0 count, one down here in the top of the fourth for the 2-spot Taryn Harden. Taryn, a foul ball. And she'll take a high pitch. Contreras sets and fires as Taryn pops this up. It's heading towards the backstop. Could be a play, and there is for the catcher. Tagging up and advancing is Zariah. And a nice play. That is an awkward spot heading back towards the backstop, towards the back netting, but the catcher makes the grab. Heads up by Zariah to tag in advance. That's aggressive base running from the Lady Bucks. Something that we've grown accustomed to after watching them a lot. They're aggressive on the base pass. They're aggressive at the plate. As the 2 out. First pitch to the 3-hole. Cody Hawkins misses high. 1-0. Cody takes the off-speed out to shallow right field. They'll send the runner around. The throw cuts off at the first base bag. She sends it home late. Cody heading for second now, and they'll toss her out the second base bag. Lady Bucks will play another, though. It's 5-0 Alpine as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
When West Texas weather hits hard, your roof has to be tougher. That's why local homeowners and businesses trust Talent Roofing. From storm damage and repairs to full roof replacements, Talent Roofing delivers honest work, fair pricing, and results that last. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just quality craftsmanship from a team that knows West Texas roofs inside and out. Call them up at 432-837-7009.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
In today's connected world, digital wellness matters. It's about staying safe online, finding balance at home, and having peace of mind with the technology you use every day. At BBT, we believe your internet should work for you. That's why we offer smart tools that help protect your network, manage screen time, and give you control, all backed by local support you can trust. Because healthy connections build stronger communities. Call 800-592-4781 or visit bigbend.com today.
Cody working with their catcher, Zariah, here as the Ladybucks meet inside the look-back circle. 5-0 Alpine on top. That's more that aggressive base running that ended the top of the fourth inning for Alpine, but that's standard for Alpine. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, and sometimes the aggressive base running will come to bite you. More often than not, though, the numbers say that it'll benefit you. As the first pitch from Cody here in the bottom of the fourth gets a swing and a miss. This is the catcher, Emiliana Contreras, and the 2-hole for Lamesa. Melanie Benitez on deck, then Liliana. So pretty tough spot in the order of 2, 3, and 4. And that second trip through, we'll see how Cody delivers. Now 1-1 the count. Cody had 4 strikeouts in a row before getting Aubrey Cortez the 1-hole to fly out to right on a highlight dive and play made by Gutierrez. This Cody sets and fires the 1-1. This is looped out to shallow right. Backing up is Lacey Tarango, who snow cones it in the tip of the glove. Man, the Ladybucks defensively today have made some really nice plays. Gutierrez, Tarango, Sweet had a nice one to start the ball game. And we are flowing on through with a 5-0 lead and 1 down. That was the 2-hole retire. Now Melanie takes a strike, 0-1. Another strike found on the outside. Cody ahead 0-2. Cody going to be going to college just up the road at UTPB, playing softball for the Division II program out of the Lone Star Conference. The 0-2. In on the hands, sent foul as the Lamesa coach dances out of the way. Emiliana will head into the corner to pick it up. Again, game 2 will take place tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Game 3, if necessary, immediately following that one, the 0-2. Looped out to shallow center field. No, over the head and over the wall after a one-hopper towards Taryn Harden, and that'll be a ground rule double for Benitez. It looked like it was heading short. Again, the softball dimensions being much smaller than baseball will throw your eye off. I think Taryn took maybe a step forward, then a step back before trying to jump up and snag it. And a runner in scoring position as Liliana Contreras steps in. Low and inside, the first pitch to Contreras. As she takes a strike on the outside, it's 1-1. Well, they talk about finding the strike zone early in and out and getting that respect from the umpire. It was a whole different level back in the day, but especially before the ABS system and long ago before umpires got graded, they used to say Greg Maddux had a bigger zone just because his name carried that much weight. As this misses low and inside, it's 2-1 to the 4-hole. But just early on with Cody finding the strike zone, commanding it well, getting the strikeouts, I think subliminally the umpire's giving Cody the benefit of the doubt, and she's earned it. As this is looped out to shallow right, it'll be a base hit for Contreras. The go sign around third to the cutoff sweep. And a late stop at the third base bag. Runners at the corners now for Lamesa. Sweet would have had her gunned down at home if they had sent the runner. But again, one out, runners at the corners in a 5-0 ball game. The first sign of life from Lamesa today as they get back-to-back hits. A double and a ground rule double for Benitez, and then a single for the 4-spot Contreras. The 5-spot Hernandez grounded out into the fielder's choice before Cody got 4 straight strikeouts to 6, 7, 8, and 9 last time. Soraya blocks it up. The runner will take second base as it pops away from her. Runner at third stays put with Cody covering the bag. Well, the other teams out of our district facing off, it's Kahoma playing Anthony in the first round. Hopefully they're only playing one ball game. That's an option for the coaching staff. They can choose to play one rather than a 3-game series. The 2-1 is fouled back on a bunch shown, now 2-2. Alpine and Lamesa will play the winner of Canadian and Slayton. That's the district we play in the second round of the playoffs anytime we make it. So we've seen a bunch of them. Here's the 2-1. Lined in the glove of Martinez. She sends the throw across to Casey. But the Lamesa runners return to the bag in time on the line out, and there's 2 down with 2 in scoring position now for the 6-hole, Raven Salazar. The other teams out of our district facing off is I can't really see. It'll be interesting to see who Kermit plays. Kermit has a solid chance at an upset as Raven Salazar steps in. Cody with 2 in scoring position and 2 outs. Sends it down low. Zariah pump fakes over to the third base bag. Swing and a miss for the Hawk. And a 1-2 count at the plate. Man, if Cody can navigate this half inning, Lamesa would be looking down the barrel of a 5-run deficit with 9 outs to work with. A big pitch here from the Hawk. The 1-2. Foul ball. I think this is a new batter. Yeah, this is not Raven Salazar. They had Raven Salazar in the DP spot. Now it's number 24, a righty, who sends this foul off the backstop. So, again, Raven Salazar, the lefty, got 1 AB today, struck out swinging, and now the number 24 in for Lamesa. Still a 1-2 count after a pair of foul balls. Wind's starting to blow out here. As the 1-2 comes, chopped gently towards Lacey. Lacey scoops and fires in time. Ladybucks strand 2 as Cody faces the heart of the order in the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-0 Alpine heading into the 5th inning.
Whether you're here to explore Big Bend, cheer on the Lobos, or just watch the West Texas sunset, Hampton Inn and Alpine is your home away from home. Wake up refreshed in a cozy bed. Enjoy our hot breakfast, always free. Just minutes from Sul Ross State University in downtown Alpine, we put comfort and convenience on the map. Hampton Inn and Alpine, where West Texas hospitality meets Hilton comfort. Book today at hampton.com.
At Maverick Bank, we don't just bank, we break the mold. Bold, independent, and built for Texas. We make decisions locally with your goals in mind. Whether you're growing a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help you move forward. Visit www.maverick.bank or stop by your nearest location in Alpine, Fort Davis, or Presidio. Maverick Bank, legacy-driven, future-focused. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Enjoy the familiar comforts of Holiday Inn Express as you explore the mysterious beauties of West Texas. We offer spacious rooms with large bathrooms, complimentary breakfast that will spoil your taste buds, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor pool, and even electric vehicle charging. Holiday Inn Express, your oasis in the desert in Alpine, Texas, 2004 East Highway 90. Call 432-837-9597.
For the Lady Bucks here, 4, 5, and 6 due up. Casey Hawkins, Emiliana Hernandez, then Emily Sweet. Hey, thanks in chat as we've confirmed the battery duo, the pitcher and the catcher right now for Lamesa are twin sisters. And Emiliana Contreras and Liliana Contreras. As Liliana sets and fires, it misses down low, 1-0. Emiliana's wearing that whole shoulder brace on her right arm. As this is sent high into the air, but foul off the bat of Casey. We've seen that shoulder brace before on a Ladybuck in Cody Hawkins, who had certain shoulder issues when she threw, and that brace helped her with support. Right now we're seeing it from Emiliana, who might be experiencing some shoulder issues. Here's the 1-1. Casey sends a line drive up the middle to center field. That finds the glove of the center fielder, Contreras. That's Anaya for the first out. This is Emiliana. Emiliana Hernandez takes the first pitch just high. The 1-0 misses high again. And what looks like a rise ball out of the hand of Wayne Gretzky, number 99. The 2-0, low and inside, a 3-0 count. When I was a little kid, I played hockey in Atlanta, Georgia, and I wouldn't wear the great ones, number 99, but I wore number 98. One number off the great Wayne Gretzky. As the 3-0 sails well inside, a 4-pitch walk will play Emiliana. I was also born in 1998, so it fit. Here's Emily Sweet. 2 for 2 in the ball game. The shortstop for the Lady Bucks bats 6th in the order. She takes the first pitch down low, 1-0. Her bat has graffiti on it. Looks like you're looking at the side of a train in Italy. Maybe up in New York or another metro area in the U.S. Just those European trains covered in graffiti, too. Here's the 1-0. Well low went inside. Emily has to dance out of the way. Now 2-0. Off speed finds the zone. Two and one the count. Shout out to this umpire today, signaling everybody in the ballpark the count. When we had the ball game up in Tornillo, he was hiding the count from everybody. The 2-1. Ground ball hard into the glove of the third baseman. Over to second. Now fade away. Throw to first from the second base bag. Not in time. And the fielder's choice will grab the lead runner and put 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Elena Gutierrez now. A deep breath as she closes her eyes. She's trying to recenter as she steps into the batter's box. First pitch, a pass ball will let Sweet take second. Two productive at-bats, reaching on the error and the sac bunt for Elena. Now low pitch. No strike call. Now 1-1. On deck, Lacey Tarango. She's had a busy day at the second base bag. That routine body, well, I don't think she's blocked anything up with her body, but just stuck that glove right down in the dirt. Hasn't let anything past her. Had enough time to make the play at first. And a couple of those in big situations with runners aboard for Lamesa. Well low and inside, ball 3. Emily Sweet trying to be annoying on the base pass. And a 3-1 count. Strike foul. 3-2. That throw out towards second base, heads to center. The throw from center now ricochets off the backstop. Could be a play there as the pitcher covering over at third has it batted down. But Emily Sweet, too quick, comes in to score and extends that Lady Buck lead 6-0. Again, the count 3-2. That's part of that aspect of the Lady Bucks trying to be annoying on the base pass, take just enough of a lead to force the throw. Here at this level of softball, you'll expect somebody to make a mistake eventually, and that mistake added to the Lady Buck total as this is fouled off. Count stays at 3-2. It is cool that the catcher and pitcher here are both sisters, and twin sisters at that. Here's the 3-2. Down low, ball 4. Great at-bat from Elena Gutierrez. 3 productive at-bats today as Lacey steps in. Lacey takes it just high, 1-0. Again, she's the second baseman with the first baseman on deck. Now strike found. 1-1 the count. Both Alpine Ladybuck softball and Alpine Fighting Buck baseball outright district champions. The Ladybucks won up the Bucks with an undefeated run as this is a swing and a miss. Alpine Fighting Buck baseball had just one loss in district play. That came in their opener. And as they seized the momentum, they really, they ran through the district. They had a great run as this misses low and inside. Looked awfully Ladybuck-esque. As the Ladybucks have dominated their district for a number of seasons now. Here's the 2-2. To Lacey Tarango as she takes it high. Lacey shows the barrel. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at first base as the Ladybucks have scored 1 here in the top of the 5th, 1 in the top of the 4th, and 4 in the top of the 1st. So that's all 6 runs we've seen today as Lacey takes ball 4 down low. Back-to-back walks will put runners at first and second for the 9 spot, Reina Martinez. 9-hole wearing number 9. It might be a change for Contreras as well. She'll meet her coach halfway out of the circle, who calls the timeout for a brief conversation. Again, I think they just have 2 pitching options or 2 primary options in close ball games. We saw one start the game, and the Ladybucks have just started to do some damage here against Contreras, who went 2 scoreless before giving up 1 run in each the top of the 4th and then the top of the 5th. It'll be interesting to see who pitches early on tomorrow. Maybe with Contreras getting the mileage here, they go back to Raylin early on with the short leash. Now, the Lady Bucks have three primary options. The two upperclassmen, Taryn Harden and Cody Hawkins, will lead the way. And we have a freshman in Carter who can eat up some innings with some breaking stuff at times. You know, some more momentum here, and it might even be a good situation to bring Carter in as this misses well inside, 1-0. Back-to-back walks, and again a 1-0 pitch to Reina Martinez as she fouls it back. It was heading for the zone, and the count moves to 1-1. Overcast shadows still protecting that Ladybug third base dugout as this is fouled off. 1-2. With the front edge of the Lady Tour dugout still in the sun. One, two, a swing and a miss. Ladybugs strand two, but score one in the top of the fifth. We'll be back as Alpine leads 6-0 in game one of this bi-district championship series.
Make your home watertight and weathertight with GE Clear Advanced Silicone 2 window and door sealant. On sale right now at $6.79 a tube at Morrison's True Value Hardware store. This top quality sealant keeps out hot and cold air, moisture, mice, and insects. And check Morrison True Value Gardens for Miracle Grow Potting Mix. The 2 cubic foot bag regularly sells for $18.99. Now get 2 bags for $20 after the instant rebate at Morrison True Value Gardens in Alpine.
When was the last time you checked in on your health? For many men, work, family, and everyday life comes first, and routine care gets pushed aside. But staying healthy starts with a relationship you can count on, a trusted primary care provider. The team at Big Bend Regional Health Clinic helps men stay ahead of the issues that matter most, from blood sugar management and heart health to routine screenings and sick care. Take charge of your health. Convenient online scheduling is available at bigbendanytime.com.
Lowe's Market traces its history to E.M. Bud Lowe, who sold candy and sundries from the back of his truck in Littlefield, Texas in the 1940s. In 1964, Bob opened the first Lowe's Market, a small grocery store in Olton, Texas. Since then, Lowe's has expanded into small and medium-sized towns and cities throughout Texas and New Mexico. When Lowe's makes an investment in a community, they also make a commitment to serve the community with the highest quality and selection, along with fair pricing. Lowe's, your family grocery store.
Make your home watertight and weathertight with GE Clear Advanced Silicone 2 window and door sealant. On sale right now at $6.79 a tube at Morrison's True Value Hardware store. This top quality sealant keeps out hot and cold air, moisture, mice, and insects. And check Morrison True Value Gardens for Miracle Grow Potting Mix. The 2 cubic foot bag regularly sells for $18.99. Now get 2 bags for $20 after the instant rebate at Morrison True Value Gardens in Alpine.
It's 7, 8, and 9 due up for Lamesa. They all struck out looking last time around. As Cody gets a swing and a miss, 0-1 the count to Dominguez. So while 7, 8, and 9 will get their second at-bats of the ball game for Lamesa here in the bottom of the fifth. Everybody has batted 3 times as we're expecting the one spot for Zariah. Or in Zariah, as this is lifted high and deep towards center field, back at the wall and tucking over the wall and out of here. A solo shot for Dominguez. The first home run of the series here in this small ballpark as the wind has started to blow out of here. No, it's blowing in. Dominguez takes it over the wall and straight away center. Again, 6-1 as Cody will look to shake it off and continue. Contreras. As this misses up high and away, 1-0. Again, in a tiny ballpark like this, the wind is definitely blowing out towards that center right side. Cody definitely needs to shake it off. Forget that ever happened. You can run into one every once in a while as the 1-0 comes. High and away, 2-0 the count. Strike. A swing and a miss as Cody attacked up high. 2-1. One more look at the defensive side for the Lady Bucks here in the Bi-District Championship round of 2026. It's Cody Hawkins in the circle. Soraya Galvan behind the plate. As this is called for a strike on the outside, 2-2. Reina Martinez at first. Lacey Tarango at second. Emily Sweet, the shortstop. Casey Hawkins at third. And Emiliana Taryn Harden and Elena Gutierrez make up the outfield from the left to right side. The 2-2. Swing and a miss as she goes with the off speed up high. Cody has her 6th strikeout of the ball game. And her that's her first strikeout in the second trip through the order. There's one away after the solo shot and the strikeout. For the 9th spot, Raylin Moreno. Maybe a new batter here. Yeah, this is 22. So pinch hitter for the Lady Tours. As Cody sets and fires for a strike 0-1. Somebody has finally made their way out into center to pick that softball up. The 0-1 is fouled off. Now 0-2 the count. Cody has had success against the 1 and 2 holes. They're 0 for 4 respectively. Just 3 hits in the ball game. It was a ground rule double as this is a swing and a miss. Cody with back-to-back strikeouts. There's a ground rule double for the 3-hole Melanie before Liliana singled. And then again, the solo shot earlier this inning for Dominguez. 2 away and 6-1. Lady Bucks on top. As the 1 hole comes back around, Aubrey Cortez. First pitch misses just high. You have to think back right now to that first inning where the Lady Bucks were ready to play, were aggressive on the base pass, were putting the barrel on the ball and forcing Lamesa to make the play early on. Has really helped out as the Lady Bucks tacked on 4 back in that first, as this is fouled back 1-1. 1-1, fouled back off the protective netting. Here's the 1-2. Low and away, blocked up by Zariah. Well, grabbing the first game, which is still in the balance, just a 5-run ball game right now in the bottom of the 5th. Isn't just big for your odds to win the series, as that miss is just low, a 3-2 count as the Ladybucks won the call. It'll also grab you the momentum to carry into game 2 and 3. Making today a big deal, the 3-2. Strike 3 called on the inside. Cody with the backwards K, this time to the 1 hole. And Cody has 3 strikeouts in a row, man. She catches a rhythm, and she delivers with ease as the Ladybucks lead 6-1, heading to the top of the 6th.
We know not to judge a book by its cover, and we should read every book cover to cover. If you sneeze, we know to cover your nose. When exposed, you know to cover up. There will be times to take cover or cover bases along with covering your cough. No one wants to blow their cover. But when it comes to insurance, we want to make sure you're properly covered. At Tally Reed Insurance, we make sure your is covered. Call or come by. Tally Reed Insurance, we've got you covered.
At your local McCoys, they make purchasing materials for your do-it-yourself or large construction project as easy as possible. You choose between buying online or in the store, either picking it up in the store or having it delivered to the job site. At McCoy's, they know your time is valuable, and their pros will make sure that your materials arrive at your home or job site on time so that you can get the job done and get on to the next one. McCoy's, let's build something. Proud sponsors of Alpine ISD Sports.
Alpine Community Credit Union wants to thank Alpine and its residents for making Alpine such a terrific place to live by supporting its customers with the best professional and friendliest service in town. Federally insured, they can help you with loans, businesses, savings, or any banking need that you might have. Experience our beautiful clean lobby and that down-home professional small-town courtesy that you can only expect from, well, a small town. Alpine Community Credit Union.
Again, 1, 2, and 3 due up here. Zariah Galvan, Taryn Harden, and Cody Hopkins. 3 Ladybucks that have been playing softball together for a really, really long time. A bunch of these girls have. I think there's 6 of them that have been playing together since they were elementary schoolers. That's the type of stuff that doesn't happen in a bigger town. Even if you live in the same town as your little kid, you'll play for a different little league team, a different travel ball team. There's about 5 different travel ball baseball organizations based in my little town. It's the off speed misses just low. 1-0. A high pitch. Inside, just on the inside edge for a strike. 2-1. To lead off the 6th inning. We're live on YouTube and Big Bend Radio. Where you can find it is this is looped out to shallow left. Finally, some luck finds its way towards Zariah Galvan. After a couple of hard hit outs, she loops one in a Texas leaguer to left for a base hit. Harden here. Takes it high and inside. Now the eephus drops low. I'm going to say this under my breath, but that's one of those where I think umpires have a really tough time with those off-speed pitches, figuring out when they find the zone based on where it finds the glove as it rises high above the head, then drops in close to the zone. I think both of them have been close in this inning as this misses high. 3-0 the count. Inside for a strike. Will certainly take a free pass. She walked 3 in the last inning. The 3-1 is looped out towards the shortstop, in off the hands of Taryn. There's one away. Cody, the Hawk Hawkins steps in. Whole lot of cars here. A lot of folks. It's hard to see them from where we're sitting as Cody takes it for a strike on the inside edge, 0-1. And an off speed drops low, pops off the catcher. Zariah takes second. And a 1-1 count now at the plate for the Hawk. Cody is 2 for 3 today. Putting it in play all 3 at bats as this misses well high, 2-1. Had a double in the first, a single most recently, and split it up with a fly out to right field. I think all 3 balls she's put into play have gone to right. She takes it well high, ball 3. On deck, her sister, the sophomore Casey, 1 for 2 with the sac fly. Cody with a take sign there makes it 3-2. Swing and a miss. Cody retired on strikes as Casey steps in. It's a tough decision to make with Cody there as this misses well high, 1-0. That was the off speed, not located well. Again, it's a 3-1 count. The pitcher's been a bit wild the last inning and a half as the 1-0 comes, and it's fouled off by KC, 1-1 with 2 outs and a runner at second base. So part of you wants to say to tell Cody to take, that way she can take ball 4. But moving her to a 3-2 count, putting her back against the wall, one of the better bats in your lineup. So I'm not sure if that was a sign given to Cody or she was just ready to take and taking a patient approach, not getting herself out with the bat. This misses low, 2-1. And a strike call down Broadway, 2-2. Timeout from Casey. She steps back. She steps out and right back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. just away. I love the 3-game series as well in the high school softball and baseball playoffs as this is fouled back. You know, we had a limited number of competitive games in district play, but with a 3-game series, we get guaranteed 2 competitive games, maybe 3, and then if we get another one where we've got a whole lot of good baseball and softball in our hands come postseason with the 2-game series. As this is looped out to shallow center, the go sign around third. Zariah on her horse coming in to score. And the Lady Bucks lead 7-1. That's the RBI single off the bat of Casey Hawkins, her second ribby of the game. Emiliana takes the first pitch she sees, looping out to right. Could be a 9-3. No play there. The right fielder collects, sends across. The pitcher cuts it off, and runners at the corners. After the single off the bat of Emiliana, her first hit of the game, she had an HBP and a walk up to this point. As Emily Sweet steps in, she's 2 for 3 today. First pitch misses low. It's Emiliana taking second. You could tell Lamesa is well versed on the double steal plays with the runners at the corners. They've had 2 different looks from that opportunity. One was a throw to the third baseman as Alpine went to take second, and the other a throw right back to the pitcher who eyed down the runner at third as a cutoff opportunity. As this misses low, 2-0. 2 in scoring position, and the hitters count for the senior suite. The good news for Lamesa is that first base bag is open. As that misses well high, 3-0. You could think about trying to pitch around Emily, which would bring Alina up to the plate. Alina has had a good day at the plate today. The 3-0. Down low, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, and the bases loaded for the Lady Bucks with 2 outs for Alina Gutierrez. Alina takes a strike on the inside. 0-1. It's Alina, Lacey, then Reyna. Sartella in the order has put in some work today. Back-to-back walks for Alina and Lacey last time. As Alina takes takes a ball down low. Off speed, misses well inside. 2-1. That's that big looping off speed. One that you can decide to swing at it before it's about maybe 3/4 of the way to the plate. Or after it's 3/4 of the way to the plate. And a timeout at the plate for Alina Gutierrez. Again, Bases loaded. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Lady Bucks leading 7-1 as Alina takes this well low. A 3-1 count. I'm not sure if the run rule takes effect in playoff softball. I'd venture to say it doesn't. Here's the 3-1. Up high, ball 4. A walk, back-to-back walks for Alina Gutierrez and 4 good at-bats on the day as Lacey steps in. With the bases loaded again, now Alpine leading 8-1. They're going to go to a new pitcher. This is wait. This is the pitcher who started the game. Is that right? Is that allowed? I think this is Raylyn Moreno. It is. I had no clue that was allowed. The starting pitcher in the ball game got pulled for in the beginning of the 2nd inning. She may have been playing in the field. That may be why they're able to circumvent this. I know she was at least still hitting after she was pulled out. And she is back in the circle, ready to pitch. Lacey Tarango takes it well low. It's going to be a pass ball. Ladybucks advancing. Emmy wins the foot race back to the bag as they throw to third. And Emily Sweet has to dance back on that bag. It's 9-1 after the pass ball. We are seeing something I have never seen before, and that's somebody pitching twice in a ball game. I guess on the softball side of things, there's something I'm not familiar with. As Lacey sends a hard hit ball, the shortstop bats it down, recollects, fires to first, not in time. Alpine scores another. That time it was Lacey Tarango with the single. Now Reyna steps in. Alpine up 10-1. Yep. Ground ball towards the shortstop. She fires to second just in time. It's 10-1 Alpine heading to the bottom of the 6th inning here in playoff action.
Why should you buy your next TV from Big Canyon? For one, no matter the size, we deliver and set up. We also adjust picture settings for your room, connect to your internet, download the apps like set up your home screen, connect your device, program your remote, hang the wall, show you how to use it, adjust the sound, remove all the trash, including recycling your old TV. And best of all, we offer the best in technology with Samsung, which has at least 3 tiers to every size TV they offer. So you never pay for the features you don't want or need. Big Canyon TV.
Lowe's Market traces its history to E.M. Bud Lowe, who sold candy and sundries from the back of his truck in Littlefield, Texas in the 1940s. In 1964, Bob opened the first Lowe's Market, a small grocery store in Olton, Texas. Since then, Lowe's has expanded into small and medium-sized towns and cities throughout Texas and New Mexico. When Lowe's makes an investment in a community, they also make a commitment to serve the community with the highest quality and selection, along with fair pricing. Lowe's, your family grocery store.
They're seriously in the chicken business right now at Morrison's True Value Hardware store. Morrison's has the baby chicks most folks are asking for. Rhode Island Reds, Barred Rocks, Americanas, Black Sex Lingers while they last. The hottest chicks in town, the place to find them, Morrison's True Value Hardware store.
Again, 10-1. Ladybucks on top. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 2, 3, and 4 due up. The catcher, Emiliana Contreras, stands in against Cody. Cody, the starter on the day, giving up just 1 run today. That was a solo shot out to center field. As Emiliana fouls this off, it's 0-1. Ladybucks put up a 4 spot in the 6th a moment ago. As Cody misses just inside. So 4 runs in the top of the 1st, 4 runs in the top of the 6th. And I think based on Moreno coming in, we should expect Liliana maybe to start a ball game tomorrow as they try and preserve her arm in a must-win, not just must-win game. They have to win 2 in a row. Ladybucks have the opportunity to win 1 out of 2 tomorrow and head on to the next round. As that bounces in the dirt, now 2-1 count. Low and inside this time. Cody with the strike down Broadway. 3-2 the count. And a ground ball sent towards Emily Sweet. She backs up, stabs, and across in time for the first out. A tailor-made connection between Sweet and Martinez. There's one away. Now the 3-hole, Melanie Benitez. This has popped up into foul territory and out of reach of Zaraya. Zaraya and Brana were closing in on Liliana Contreras, who was in the on-deck circle, and holding her ground there. A 1 drops low. Now foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Cody with another K. You can't spell Cody without K, and she's got 9 of them. As the 4-hole Liliana Contreras steps in, base pass clear. Ladybucks up 10-1, and Lamesa down to their last 4 outs here in game 1 of a 3-game set. First pitch strike, 0-1. Have to shout out the umpires. Haraya dropped it, but it definitely found the zone and the right call, 0-1. In off the hands and a foul ball, 0-2. Cody pitching in the circle today, giving up just one run. It's going to be hard to argue against her player of the game candidacy. She's, we'll go with pitcher of the ball game because she certainly earned that accolade. She misses away this time, 1-2, but Cody Hawkins has certainly been an asset for the Lady Bucks today. Other great ball games. It's really been a team effort. You don't beat another team, another playoff team 10-1 without putting together a good effort. Here's the 1-2, a swing and a miss. Cody with another K. That's 10 in the ball game for the Hawk. Again, everybody's having a good game today. We'll be back in a minute. Lady Bucks up 10-1, headed to the 7th and final inning.
When was the last time you checked in on your health? For many men, work, family, and everyday life comes first, and routine care gets pushed aside. But staying healthy starts with a relationship you can count on, a trusted primary care provider. The team at Big Bend Regional Health Clinic helps men stay ahead of the issues that matter most, from blood sugar management and heart health to routine screenings and sick care. Take charge of your health. Convenient online scheduling is available at bigbendanytime.com.
Lowe's Market traces its history to E.M. Bud Lowe, who sold candy and sundries for the back small grocery store in Olton, Texas. Since then, Lowe's has expanded into small and medium-sized towns and cities throughout Texas and New Mexico. When Lowe's makes an investment in a community, they also make a commitment to serve the community with the highest quality and selection, along with fair pricing. Lowe's, your family grocery store.
Make your home watertight and weathertight with GE Clear Advanced Silicone 2 window and door sealant. On sale right now at $6.79 a tube at Morrison's True Value Hardware store. This top quality sealant keeps out hot and cold air, moisture, mice, and insects. And check Morrison True Value Gardens for Miracle Grow Potting Mix. The 2 cubic foot bag regularly sells for $18.99. Now get 2 bags for $20 after the instant rebate at Morrison True Value Gardens in Alpine.
This will either be Zariah's 3rd or 4th time leading off an inning today. Again, the one spot for Alpine is 1 for 3 with an HBP. I've said it a number of times that she fouls this to the backstop. She'll pretty much earn base hits on the 2 outs. The hardest lineouts I've seen to a shortstop and a third baseman in a long while, as she's behind 0-1 right now. The 0-1. She takes the meatball high in the air towards right. A tough play as the right fielder backs up on the warning track for the first out. Lamesa pitching Moreno here. As Moreno fires, it's Taryn Harden fouling it off. Again, I still don't know how this is happening. I don't know how Moreno is pitching after she started the game, had a reliever come in. I guess it's a softball thing. Yeah, 1 misses inside. Low and inside again to Taryn Harden. Taryn sends this foul. Now 2-2. Taryn is family with the former head coach here at Alpine High School softball, former head coach at Sul Ross softball, and Coach Canaba. As the 2-2 comes, and Taryn rips it through the left side of the infield for a single. That's Coach Troy Canaba, who's up with USA softball in the Oklahoma City area, which means that Taryn is also family with Annika Canaba, who played softball at Sul Ross recently. So a whole lot of softball in her family. As Cody steps in. First pitch she sees, finds the zone at the knee. 0-1. Cody, a high fly foul ball, 0-2. It'll be interesting to see with where Taryn ends up going to school, what she ends up doing. She'll have the opportunity to play either probably softball or volleyball. I'm pretty sure her sisters did. I'm pretty sure they played volleyball. Here's the 0-1. Low and away. Taryn's off and running and grabs the second base back. An easy stolen base, casual for Taryn Harden. Cody takes this down low. It pops off the catcher. Taryn heading for third. One out and a runner at third base. Again, we're in the top of the seventh inning, the final inning of today's game. And the Lady Bucks, unless a miracle comes the way of Lamesa, will take a 1-0 lead into day two as they lead 10-1. Here's the pitch to the Hawk, and she sends it up the middle. A hard hit ball bleeds on past the center fielder, out off the wall. Taryn scores easily. Cody gets to second easily, and the Lady Bucks lead by 10, 11-1. Second double of the day for the Hawk. Casey, the first pitch she sees, looping out to right. Late jump by the right fielder. No, she had a good read. She was right under it. 2 away. She didn't move quick, but didn't have to move much for the second out as Emiliana steps in. Emiliana rips this right into the glove of the third baseman. The Lady Bucks have been hammering it today, man. They every time that they've found the glove, it's been on a hard hit ball. They've scored when they haven't found the gloves, and they lead 11-1, scoring in every inning but the second and third. As we'll return in a minute. Bottom of the seventh, Lady Bucks need 3 outs to take game one of this 3-game set.
Issues. But when something's not right, you want care you can trust, and you want it close to home. At Big Bend Regional Medical Center, men have access to the care they need, from general surgery to orthopedics, and from common hernias to total knee replacements. Our care teams are ready when the unexpected happens, and with the post-emergency care that helps you get back on your feet. To learn more about services at Big Bend Regional or to find a physician, visit bigbendhealthcare.com.
Skinner's Drilling and Well Service offers everything you need when it comes to solar well pump system installation and maintenance. Whether you're looking to cut electricity costs or need solar power in an area where electricity is not readily available, Skinner's Drilling and Well Service has some solar options that you'll want to consider. By the way, these systems are upgradable over time. Call Skinner's Drilling and Well Service, LLC at 837-2497, Texas license number 2838A1.
When West Texas weather hits hard, your roof has to be tougher. That's why local homeowners and businesses trust Talent Roofing. From storm damage and repairs to full roof replacements, Talent Roofing delivers honest work, fair pricing, and results that last. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just quality craftsmanship from a team that knows West Texas roofs inside and out. Call them up at 432-837-7009.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
This is Caitlin Hernandez taking the first pitch for a strike in the bottom of the 7th inning. Again, Lamesa needs 10 to tie things up in the final inning of the ballgame. Cody Hawkins looking for the CG as she misses just inside 1-1. Again, I think Cody is a strong pick for player of the game, but to sound like a upward church league basketball coach, I think everybody on the 1 through 9 for Alpine deserves a gold star today. The 0-1. I have the Lady Bucks playing an errorless ball on the defensive side of things. Making some really tough plays. Highlights from Wright and Gutierrez. Lacey had a nice play at the second base bag. Emily Sweet has been short the shortstop position. The 1-1, a swing and a miss. Now 1-2. And everybody has gotten it done with the bats. Big swing and miss. Cody has 3 strikeouts in a row, now 11 in the game as she sits down 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Raven Salazar. No. This is a pinch hitter that came in earlier. Number 4 for Lamesa. They're doing the Monahan's K right now. The Monahans pitcher, Gomez, would do a K with her body and arms whenever she got a strikeout. As this misses inside, 1-0. And the Lady Bucks have picked it up. They're all doing Ks the same way as Cody has 11. Off speed, just high. 2-0 the count. A deep breath from the Hawk. And she sends the 2-0 down Broadway. Swing and a miss on the 0-1. Now it's 0-2. On deck is Dominguez, who scored the only run of the ball game for Lamesa on the solo shot out to center. Again, a solo home run for the 7-hole Dominguez. But a 2-2 count for Cody. And number 4 here for Lamesa. Off speed high. Zariah stuck it up high. A good day behind the plate for Zariah. Swing and a miss for the Hawk. 4 Ks in a row. 12 in the game for Cody. And one thing to remember, though, is Alpine, with all the momentum they built here, the big lead, 11-1. Everybody's doing the K, the Monahan's K. Is you got to start with a clean slate tomorrow. Each ball game tomorrow starts 0-0. You got to stay sharp, stay acclimated, act like you're in the top of the first, like you were today, with the smell of blood in the water, as this is a foul ball, 0-1. Sure, that'll be a conversation with the coaches and the players. Oh, 1, a swing and a miss. 0-2. Lamesa down to their last out and last strike. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, and 11-1. Alpine on top. Cody sets and fires, missing just low. Aggressive claps coming from all over for the Lady Bucks as this is fouling back. 0-2. I'm sorry, it's 1-2. Taryn took it all the way back to the warning track for the home run hitter earlier as Cody gets the swing and the miss. She ends the ball game with 5 straight strikeouts. The Lady Bucks take it 11-1 as we'll send to a quick break here at Big Ben Radio before returning for a moment.
Do you need better internet in West Texas? Mountain Zone TV delivers reliable wireless broadband with no credit checks and no contracts. Whether you're streaming, working from home, or running a local business, Mountain Zone TV is built for rural living. Proudly serving Fort Davis, Marathon, Marfa, and Presidio with fast, dependable local service. Mountain Zone TV, connecting West Texas. Call them up at 432-837-2300.
Skinner's Drilling and Well Service offers everything you need when it comes to solar well pump system installation and maintenance. Whether you're looking to cut electricity costs or need solar power in an area where electricity is not readily available, Skinner's Drilling and Well Service has some solar options that you'll want to consider. By the way, these systems are upgradable over time. Call Skinner's Drilling and Well Service, LLC at 837-2497, Texas license number 2838A1.
When West Texas weather hits hard, your roof has to be tougher. That's why local homeowners and businesses trust Talent Roofing. From storm damage and repairs to full roof replacements, Talent Roofing delivers honest work, fair pricing, and results that last. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just quality craftsmanship from a team that knows West Texas roofs inside and out. Call them up at 432-837-7009.
Well, folks, earlier I threatened to act like a church league basketball coach and give everybody a Player of the Game award. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't enjoy church league basketball. I didn't understand why I would have 26 points and they'd give the Player of the Game award to a kid who scored 2. So I will not do that today. It's Cody Hawkins, the player of the ball game. 13 strikeouts, just giving up 3 hits and 1 walk against Lamesa today, giving up 1 run in the ball game. That was that earned run on the solo shot. 11-1, Lady Bucks take it down. Again, it was a good overall ball game from everybody. Lady Bucks came out ready to fight, ready to battle, and need to have a sharp mindset heading into tomorrow. Can't fall asleep on a team like Lamesa, as they have had a competitive run in their district. And it's easy to fall asleep after you win 11-1. So that's the most important aspect for this team, and we'll be excited to pick back up where this series left off with a 1-0 lead at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Other stat lines in the ball game: it was Zariah Galvan putting a barrel on the ball often today. Still ended up 1 for 4 with an HBP. Taryn Harden 3 for 5 in the ball game with 3 singles. Cody Hawkins went 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Casey Hawkins 2 for 4 with a sac fly in the game. Emiliana Hernandez went 1 for 2 with an HBP and a walk. Emily Sweet went 2 for 3 with a walk. She's my player of the game honorable mention at the shortstop position. Elena Gutierrez reached on an error, then a sac bunt, and had 2 walks in a productive day at the plate. We saw a productive day from Lacey Tarango, too, with a walk, a single, and 1 for 3. Reina Martinez in the 9-hole went 0 for 4 with some long at-bats. Again, the Lady Bucks take down Lamesa up here in Monahans 11-1, and we'll be back in action tomorrow at 12 o'clock for Game 2.